Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to tell you about a very special trip, my Camino de Santiago. This video is a beginner A1, A2 English listening task. Please check the video description for the worksheets and don't forget to subscribe. I live in Spain now, and for many years I wanted to do the Camino de Santiago. In June 2025, I finally did it. I planned the trip for many months. I asked some friends to come with me, but they couldn't, so I decided to go alone. I chose the Portuguese coastal way. It usually starts in Porto, but because it was my first time, I started closer to the end, in a small town called Camino, near the border between Portugal and Spain. I walked for 8 days and 174 kilometers. I slept in hostels for pilgrims. Some were quiet and some were noisy, but it was a good experience. Sometimes it was hard to dry my clothes or sleep well, but that's part of the adventure. Some days I walked alone. Other days I talked for hours with people from different countries. We shared stories and laughed a lot. It was easy to make friends because everyone was on the same path, but with different reasons why. On the first 2 days, I listened to music or podcasts while walking. But after day 3, I started to relax and enjoy the silence and the sounds of nature. Many people asked me if it was my first Camino. I said yes. I was surprised that some people do it many times. After a few days, I started to understand why. It was very peaceful and I had so much time to reflect. Every day, the path looked a little different, and I loved the beautiful nature of Galicia. Some small towns I passed through had colorful gardens and charming houses. This was my favorite one. The lady waved at us while she watered her beautiful collection. The locals in Galicia were very friendly. They said good morning, waved, and sometimes played music. In one town called Redondela, there was a big party with music and dancing. The public pilgrim hostel was right above the main square, so we could see everything. Along the way, there were many cafes and bars to stop for food or drinks or stamps for your pilgrim passport. Also, I'm not good with directions, but the Camino is very easy to follow because there are yellow arrows everywhere. Walking the Camino de Santiago was one of the best experiences of my life. I met many strong and kind people, especially solo female travelers. Hearing people's stories made me reflect about my own life and friends. Sometimes my legs hurt and I felt tired, but I was very happy. It was the perfect hike to help me reconnect with nature and find peace. When I arrived at the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela, I was so tired, but also so proud. I reached my goal. The day I arrived was the start of Fiestas de San Juan. In the afternoon, I enjoyed live music. At night, I joined the locals and hikers and jumped over the fire. And that's how I finished my Camino de Santiago.
Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, the worksheets are in the description below. See you next time.